What's going on? Here we are, Sunday, chilling, driving. Actually, you guys know a lot of times when I do my live streams on a Sunday, especially when we're driving, I normally go do all my bank runs in the morning. But today, we had some family things to do this morning, which actually got canceled due to the bad weather that we have here in New Jersey. But regardless, I wanted to come on here, talk about paramotor, something that I always really enjoy doing, something that I'm trying to get back into doing because I have been doing so much things in my life in the past few months that it's been crazy. And I'm not here to complain about it. We all have things that are going on in life. And, I'm here just trying to get back into the rhythm of the paramotor life, And, on top of that, like I was telling everybody, doing carpentry, also trying to find like another type of, like a part-time job for at nighttime just to make a little bit of extra money too, just so it could be more towards the paramotor dreams. Yo, Scoob, what's up, man? I'm glad to see you on here. What's happening, man? I know, dude, I've been so crazy busy that I've had no time to be doing what I really want to be doing. And now I've been trying to push myself to get back into the rhythm of making videos again. So, but what's up, man? How are you, dude? It was nice that I got to come on and got to catch your live the other night on Friday. That was nice. I always have a lot of things that are going on Friday night, so it's always hard for me to stick around sometimes. But regardless, we have some paramotors in my shop, dude, outside of just SkyMax. We got a Parajet Maverick with a Vitarazi Moisture 185 on it with a nice Dudek comfort harness. And it's all for sale. What's really nice is that I'm really turning into a paramotor shop, and it's really incredible, and I'm really grateful for it because it's like something that I just thought like a few years ago I was never going to have any of this stuff, and now here I am with so much of this stuff, and I almost am getting to the point where I'm almost like, whoa, I can't believe that this is my shop of just a whole lot of paramotors. And man, I absolutely love it. But what's really exciting is some of the things that are coming up, which I cannot wait to be dropping. Like, dude, my one video that I was about to release yesterday, I accidentally deleted everything. And I've done this a couple of times on my video edits. Like, sometimes my computer, I have a MacBook Pro, from Apple, and so I do all my editing on that laptop, right? I do all my downloads on there. I do all my editing on there. And sometimes I get to a point where it says I'm overloaded on storage. So I'm like, okay. So I stop what I'm doing with my edits and downloading, and I'll like jump back and see what's on my computer that doesn't need to be there, because that's the only thing I use that laptop for, is actually my YouTube editing and also a little bit of billing, like basically just like some of the stuff for my house, but everything else is basically done on my phone here. But regardless of that, when it does come to editing the YouTube videos and trying to do stuff like this, but regardless, I'm sorry, I'm getting a lot of text messages too right now. That's why a lot of times I try to use my other phone here for the live streams, But what's crazy is that since I turned this phone into the PBG YouTube business line for all you guys, so you guys can call me whenever you would like and need anything. When I deleted this whole phone, because it was just my phone before this one, it still had all my accounts and stuff on there. So like when I got this phone and started up a whole new phone, I had to like add all the accounts to this phone. And by doing that, now I had two phones that were like essentially as one, like all the same apps are on there. I could just do the same thing on both. And it was easier just to keep that one with that. So I should get my YouTube thing back on so I can do that again. So you listen to the audio on the shore flight? Yes, I did. Yeah, the audio was really clear, if that's what you're asking. I think they're, I would have to, no, yeah, I was going to say, it was pretty clear if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, but regardless, yeah, no, it was really nice. So that was, yeah. So, yeah, that was really nice, dude. And yeah, I was just thinking about my helmet too there for a second, because I was thinking, like, what does the Invalo helmet actually have on there? It's like a, it's a type of Cena, I think. All you can hear is my voice. No, yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, no, totally. I want to, no. It was very, very clear, Scoob. I really definitely liked it. It's definitely better than what I have going on for sure. That is nice. It was pretty amazing that you didn't hear any of your motor, except maybe a little bit on the takeoff. But oh, okay, yeah, no kidding. Just Bluetooth to the camera. Yeah. Wow, that's actually really nice. Yeah, I need to really like step the game up and change some things up. But what I want to change really bad is it is so hard to edit with my 360 camera to long videos. Dude, that's what really broke my heart last night or the night before when I accidentally deleted everything. Yeah, it was just a little bit on the takeoff, man. That was like the only bit I heard, and it was really probably one of the best audio flights I've actually ever heard out of any of the Paramotor videos I've ever watched. It really is probably the best type of audio to have. But yeah, like right now, like the one thing I'm trying to actually work on too, if I want to spend any money right now on anything extra, is I'm trying to get another glider right now. I'm trying to step up to the next glider, and I'm not trying to really go too advanced. Like, I would love to have a free ride. I have flown a couple C-rated gliders, so I'm not trying to act as if I don't understand how an advanced glider flies. It's different. They're a lot harder to fly. They're way more to it, as like, it's more hands-on flying than like if you fly the Roadster or some of the other gliders that you guys typically see me flying in the videos, that like you can fly a lot with hands off, and even if something was to happen, like a lot of times my glider will just fix itself or correct itself. You know, that's how the glider is designed. And then when you go flying some of these more advanced gliders, you got to be really understand what you're doing. And I'm not trying to really go like full advance here. Like, that's not my goal. My goal is just to have a little bit more of a touchier glider right now. That's it. Like, I keep thinking about the free ride, but then I keep thinking like, is the free ride going to be too much for me? Then I keep thinking about the Viper, and then I'm thinking like the Viper might be a solid grab right now. And then, or I was thinking about the Piper, but I don't think they make the Piper anymore. So I'm not really too sure. But yeah, regardless, so, you know, like, I'm hoping that this afternoon we can go out and fly, and I can go meet up with a couple of the other pilots, maybe all at the airport, and have like a really good, fun flying afternoon. That would be pretty epic. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know yet. Like, my dad is playing like a show tonight in Margate, so now I don't really know how my afternoon's starting to look. And this morning, like I was saying, it was actually raining, so there was definitely no flying happening this morning. I probably could have went to the airport now and tried it, but it did say a chance of rain all the way till noon, so that's why I wanted to kind of stay away from that, because there's nothing worse than taking all your gear out to the field or the beach and being all excited to fly, and then it starts to rain, because then you're not going to go flying. And a lot of people have asked me, can you fly in the rain? Yeah. If you're up in the sky and you get caught in rain, sure. Are you going to want to be on the ground right away? Absolutely. I have been caught in the rain. I have been caught in dense fog up high and coming back down to land on the ground, where by the time I landed on the ground, my glider was completely soaked. And the things that I found out, me personally, when I'm flying and the glider starts to get wet, it's weird. It's like the glider starts to pick up speed, because what's happening is that you're making the glider heavier. It doesn't mean it can't still fly. It can definitely still fly. I know that for sure. And what happens is your speed starts to build up. And what happens from there is like your glider starts to become more unstable. And now you're like flying very hands-on, trying to keep the glider at a load, because if you lose any bit of a load and it tries to collapse a little bit, you're gonna not get that shape back. And it can be very scary. And I've been caught in those situations where it has been very scary. No rain for me. I got floats on. That would be bad. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so that's another good point. So some people are flying, just like Scoob said, with flotation on, and if they get wet, what's going to happen? As soon as the CO2 hits that, it's going to expand the bag, and that's not good at all. I wasn't even thinking about that at all. You know, it's funny to think. I wonder how close I've been to my flotation from actually popping. But, you know, it's only been 3 times. 3 times I've been in the rain. One of them was actually really scary. And one time I got caught in that really dense fog and my glider was soaked. You know what's crazy? I think the glider in the fog was more wet because all my lines and my risers were soaked. And when I've been caught in the rain, it was like just the top layer of my glider would actually get wet, not the bottom layer of the glider or my lines, you know? Because like all the times I've been caught in the rain, it was always like a chance of a shower that could have came through, and we all understood that could happen. And that's how I've been caught in the rain. Like basically at the end of the flight and all of us kind of pushing it and thinking that we're going to be all right, but we're not, you know? And that's what sucks about living here on the East Coast. The weather can be so unpredictable that you think that it's all going to be totally fine. Next thing you know, you do get there and it's a complete washout. Sometimes it's the other way around. Sometimes you're like, oh, I'm going to bag it. It's going to be a washout. Next thing you know, it's a beautiful sunny day. Like right now, it's trying to be a beautiful sunny day. And that's what I'm hoping for. But I know that if I brought my glider out right now and I went to the field, it would be a washout until 12. But of course, because I'm not bringing the glider out or the paramotor, it's going to be a nice, bright, shiny day all the way until this afternoon. So, but like I said, it's supposed to be all nice winds all day. Hopefully we do go out. Like I said, I do have SkyMax paramotors for sale. I do have a Parajet Maverick also in the shop for sale. Like I said, I sell all paramotors, and I'm very excited about that. I'm like really stoked to knowing all this gear that we're selling too. I have harnesses now that I'm starting to sell. I'm going to actually start selling e-props, which I think is really cool. And I love all these people that are reaching out to me, you know. And you know, I've talked to Vitarazi about having their engines, you know, obviously trying to figure out deals and how can I get their motors on some of the SkyMax models that could be out for sale for some of you guys that want to buy. And they're all about it. It's just that you gotta spend like a pretty... So like they'll give me dealer costs, which is actually great, but it's not that much of a difference to say, hey, it's totally worth buying 10 of those motors and then turning it around for like some type of a deal, you know, for myself. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Like I said, it's almost more worth if someone was to buy a paramotor from me, say without an engine. It'd probably be just worth buying the engine separate, because it's not like I'm going to be saving you any money on the motor. I'll save you money on the frame, of course, but yeah. But like I was saying, we're home now. I've been dying to get back to the house. Like I said, I had to go do a whole bunch of running around, and plus now knowing that I have the morning, I'm trying to figure out some things to do. And like I said, I wanted to just hop on a live stream, say what's up to all you guys, see if any of you guys had any questions about the paramotor life. It was really cool of you, Scoob, to come on. I always look forward to seeing you guys come on so I can talk to you guys. And I always do really enjoy talking to you, the other paramotor pilots, you know. So, but now we're back home, chilling. Get this mic off because this shirt right here is like dragging on me a little bit. Boom. All right. So, that being said, so right now too, I'm also taking care of my neighbor's dog. So I'm actually gonna go over there and go take him for another walk. Buster, we're gonna take him for another walk because he did not go number 2 this morning, which kind of bothers me. And every morning since I've been taking him out, since I've been taking care of him, he's been going to the bathroom every morning. But he could be starting to get a little what do you call it? He could start to be getting sad from not seeing his owners, you know, his dad. But anyway, besides that, like I said, I'm back at the house. I wanted to hop on this live stream, hang out with all of you guys. Like I said, I'm trying to push myself to be doing more live streams. Yeah, that's good, Scooby. Oh, for sure. And it was funny because like he was pulling me around. It was like who was walking who this morning. He was like, it's funny. He found out that like if he wraps the leash around his like the side head and then he like bites on it, he can like walk me around, like, and he tugs me around and makes me go to places. And it's so funny because like we live on a residential street, you know, so there's a lot of homes here. And it's funny because like everybody owns a dog except me and Lori, or I should say Lori and I. And so, like, you know, everybody walks their dogs and they have to pick up the dog poop, you know, which I kind of find to be funny because I've had dogs my whole life, but I've always grown up in the woods, you know, so there was never such thing as, you know, dog cleaning after them going and doing their business. And what's funny is, like here on this street, you just see that all day. And it's funny, Buster, the dog that I'm taking care of, he knows that I don't walk him on the street. You know, I walk him along the woods here and he loves it. You can tell he's like he knows that when I'm here taking care of him, he knows that we play like this whole different game, you know, like I'm not picking up your poop, dude. And yes, we're gonna go in the woods, walking around. You do your business in there. That's where the bears and stuff do it, and deer, whatever, foxes, coyotes, everything. So what's the difference to, you know, Buster laying some turds down? So as long as they're not right in the center of any of the trails, right? So that's what I always find to be, you know, just care a little bit, right? So, but anyway, enough about Buster. But like I said, so what's going on is that I have a YouTube video that I am going to drop of one of my more recent videos of my flying, and I have a ton of flights that I've actually recorded. It's just that some of them, I guess, I'm not going to share. You know, I've been sharing a lot of things on Facebook and Instagram and even TikTok. So if you guys want to see me always posting about the videos that I constantly do, make sure you guys go follow me on all of those social media platforms so you don't miss out on anything, because a lot of videos I don't actually post on YouTube. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back into sharing all my videos again. But like I said, it was just a crazy summer that went by with me trying to start up a whole nother business and then thinking about trying to do some other things for money. So right now I just have a lot going on, but I'm excited to be back doing what I love the most, which is hanging out with you guys and making videos. So that being said, I'm going to go to this and get back to getting this video done, walking some dogs, and yeah, getting on with this Sunday. So I hope you guys all have a great day, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out.